My camera was working a little bit. I could try something, but I don't know if I want to.
I know, it seems like it only works half the time.
My camera was pretty old, I won't lie. I got this debt way before I even met you guys. So there is that. And I don't know. Well, I got my logo on there. Or my... I have no idea what's happening with it. I had my logo on it. Oh, whoa. Okay. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, I just had my screen frozen.
That's odd.
Well, not my actual NASCAR screen. At least. But... unplug it again. Okay. I might not just mess with this that much. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna use my camera. That's that. That would be that. It's unfortunate, but that would be that. But for people who are watching, people are going to be watching this later on. What is up? My name is James Seconelli. I am here and joined by JB. Say hi, sir. Oh, I don't know if y'all just heard that, but I just kicked my desk, basically.
I didn't hear it.
Alright, so I guess I didn't need to say that. But, but right now, because this is a very unexpected, there are things I kind of want to discuss a little bit, but right now, first things first. Hopefully y'all have had a good day or are having a good day. Right now, I am doing my second ever commentary of a NASCAR league race. JB, I don't know if this is your first or whatever the case may be, but
I don't know.
you don't know. Well, that's good information, I guess. I don't know. But, so, like I said, we are going to be doing we're going to be commentating on a league that some of our friends are in. Now, this league, I think, is new. And right now, it only has 10 people in it, from what I see. And I don't know if all 10 of these people are going to be racing. But right now, it is the start of the season. I feel like right now, I am obligated to share the roster. Right now, this, I think, is the official roster as of now. Before the Clash, which is the race that we're going to be commentating on. In the number 4 car, we have a person named James. His name, I'm going to call him James. It's just how it is. So, obviously, we have the comments. I think it should be to the right of your screen. But the person commentating is somebody in this league. Might even be owner. I actually have no idea. But let's say there's going to be 7 people racing. But I will say the whole roster because I think you guys should know. As of right now, James is in the 4 car. Trenton, which is semi from the Tuesday League, number 24. Dylan, number 12. Mike, number 48. Kyle, number 41. Cannon, number 14. Nate, number 7. Tony, number 6. Donovan, number 16. Nick, in the 00. Oh, alright. So that is the roster. Right now, I have no idea what's happening. What I am planning on doing, because obviously he is very limited on a lot of things when you go to spectate, like laps and all that. I am gonna join on the stream of Trenton, who, if y'all don't know, you should check out his channel. Obviously, I just streamed this. I'm not gonna be putting in any description, but yeah. So I'm gonna use his stream though, which looks like he's not doing anything. It also looks like he's going to be in the Jeff Gordon card, so that's interesting.
I like the car.
Yeah, I like that too. I just wish there was more, you know, color schemes for it. But yeah, it's definitely a good car. Actually, it might be accepting an invite. I have no idea. But, so for those who've watched the Tuesday League, do want to mention two things. One, I am not in it. This is just more of a thing that I have to announce. I am not in it right now. I might not ever be in it. I don't know. The reason for it is personal reasons. Two, I mentioned the Tuesday League. The real reason why I mentioned it is because if you guys are familiar with the Tuesday League rules, it is basically the same thing as this, with a few differences. One of the differences is that there is a mix of both manual cautions and relaxed cautions, which that also means that there will be black flags. So, we will obviously try to keep an eye on this type of stuff. It looks like...
Am I supposed to join that, or are we supposed to wait yet?
I have no idea. Can you ask them if we're supposed to join it right now?
Yeah, I'll ask them.
Alright. So while we get everything situated, like I was mentioning, there are relaxed cautions, manual cautions, and in turn there will be black flags.
Okay. He said he'll let us know.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it. Alright. So, yeah, black flags, black cautions. Another thing is, obviously you can't have the choose cone rule. I don't think it's even in this game in general. But you can't have the choose cone rule. Or, I don't know what I'm saying. But with the manual cautions, they have the choose cone rule, so they're going to be doing that. I do not know if they're doing it on super speedways, because in real NASCAR they don't. But we will see.
I wonder if they're going to add that into the new game.
I hope they do. I think they will. Because,
Pretty dope.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool too. Yeah, so I think we're going to be joining that race in a little bit, going off of Trenton's stream. 7 people are here. Looks like the people racing is the 4, the 41, 7, 6, 24, 00, and 48. So, alright JB, I've talked a lot. I have to ask, because I feel like I have to be a professional commentator. Alright, looks like we can join now, so let's join this invite. But what are you looking forward for like in this race? I know it's the Clash and there's only 7 people, but what are you maybe looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking to see who's going to work together, honestly. I mean, I know a few of the guys in here, and I'm sure they're going to work together, and I know that they will work together very well. But I'm going to be interested to see what kind of people are going to be running up front, because I don't know all of them, but it'll definitely be interesting.
Yeah, I can definitely agree on that for sure. It would definitely be interesting. And I wonder, too, I didn't completely pay attention to the manufacturers that each person has been driving in. But,
well, I'm pretty sure all 3 of our other friends are in Chevys. So.
Yeah, they're Chevys. Looks like Chevys and Fords. So that makes me wonder if, are they racing? It looks like they're racing. So yeah, they're racing. So it's green flag into, yeah. So it makes me wonder though. It really does make me wonder if, you know, I keep on saying this, if manufacturers are gonna work together in this as well.
Not sure. It looks like somebody lost the draft, though.
Yeah, it really does. That looks like to be the number 6 going by the gamer tag of Tony87. Interesting.
Poor dude. I feel his pain.
Yeah.
Nothing is worse than losing the draft in this game.
It really isn't, as we've seen the first lap of this season being led by Nate, even though this isn't the official race or Daytona 500, is still the Clash. followed by the 24 00 on top side battling with the 48. And yeah, 41 basically rounds out the top 5, for now at least.
Okay, so I know you're watching Trenton's stream, so how many laps is the race? Because I'm not... are they doing stages?
Actually, I'll have to check. I don't remember, but I do know this is a 25% race, so it's cut in half. That okay, I do know, and it's like 46 laps. Around that is gonna be what it is.
Oh, the 41 goes to the outside, and the 4 looks to be going with them?
Yeah. Yeah, so, well, I don't know if this is necessarily funny, but definitely the stream I'm watching is definitely slower than this, so I don't know how I feel. Oh, did the 4 and 48 almost make contact? They both produced a very big wiggle out of it. But I do want to say, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Alright, I was going to say the 24 and the 7 seems to be having a little bit of control in this race right now. So that
most
is
definitely. And oh, God, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just, let's say, have control a little bit. Let's say things have been stabilizing a little bit. But yeah, alright, so this race definitely has stages. It looks like 8 more laps to go till the end of this stage, and I'm assuming they could probably make it. So, looks like just a little bit of a shootout here as the cars get all single file as they go into turns 3 and 4.
And to add on what you were saying, we've already seen it where the Fords were trying to hook up on the high side and the Chevys all went down low. But now we have a Chevy and a Ford pushing each other. Oh, and the Ford, I don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe he got tight off the corner, but it looks like he pinched the 48 into the wall, maybe.
Yeah, that collected his teammate, the 41, as well. Looks like the caution will come out as a result.
Interesting. What if they strict cautions?
They told me relax. They said relax, and it looks like it is one of those type of cautions. So that is good news for the 6 car, as he obviously is not going to be able to be back in the draft, and that brings the 4 back into this pack. The 4 and the 41 will not be separated anymore. Or will not be by themselves, I should say.
Where, how many laps does this leave in the stage to come out for a shootout? It'll probably be roughly maybe 2 or 3, I would think.
Well,
but
I will get to see in this stream, as only 3 people have pitted in this, the 4, 6, and 48.
Interesting.
00 did not get a good restart at all, and he stacked up to 4 and 48.
Well, that puts them all single file now.
Yeah, as we are at 4 laps to go in this race.
4 laps, okay.
Yeah, so I don't think they're necessarily out the draft yet. Even though it looks like the 4 might be trying to pass the 00, which I wouldn't understand why, but it is what it is. But I think they'll be able to catch back up to the pack.
Most definitely. They are already almost back up to them now.
Yeah. 00 is going to try to make something happen with less than 4 laps to go, but nobody went with him, so it looks like he'll shuffle back to the pack.
Oh, the 48 must have let him in, and the 6 dives out, and 4 took a peek, but dives it back down to the bottom.
Yeah, no, he did not. I think he knew that nothing was going to amount to that. Even though the 00 and the 48 try to go outside as the 6 goes in the inside, I don't think that's going to work.
Well, they had a big run, but I don't think they'll keep it unless they get a little bit more help.
Which they will?
Oh,
maybe?
The 24 moved up to block? How's it look?
I think they were trying to get him... I think they were just trying to help him get up here. Because, I mean, they're both Chevys up top. And
that's true.
So maybe, but I don't think... I don't know. I think they realized... that
was close.
He put the 4 right in front of the 00 and 48. But looks like there is only 2 laps to go in this stage, and honestly, they are battling like... It's almost like at the end of the 3rd stage, honestly.
Most definitely, and I tell you what, though, A car that looks really, really strong right now is that 7 car out front.
He has been in control of this race, and it is really cool to see
the
that.
four in the wall.
Oh, and
again.
He ended up hitting the 6 right back in the wall. He lost the draft. 6 should be fine. And it does not look like they'll have a caution for that as they approach the white flag for the end of stage 1. I'm interested to see if the 24 will actually try something to maybe get the stage. I don't know if there's anything on the line for at the end of the stage since it's just a clash, but I'd definitely be interested to see what happens.
Definitely see. I'm surprised that they're not trying to get organized and get a bigger line up top. Oh, the 24 pulls out a line.
He only has the 6, so I don't know if this is gonna work, especially going into the corner. 6 dives right back down. The 7 car
moved up.
Yeah, and then he's dropped back down. Well, looks like stage 1 winner will be the 7 car as the 24 puts the 6 into the wall a little bit. I don't know if what happened with that. I don't know if he liked the 6 almost making it 3 wide. But
not sure there, but that was definitely a really good race coming to the end of that stage right there.
Yep. So it looks like the 24 ended up gaining 4th from that, and I'm pretty sure the 6 car got 6 from that. So a loss of a couple spots or so for 6. The 24 loses 1 to the 48. But obviously only at the end of stage 1. Stage 2 looks like to be about 10 laps around there. Yeah, the 7 cards has been pretty good this race.
Yes, he took the lead, never lost it. It'll be interesting to see whether anybody will be able to make a move on the outside of him for any of this stage, honestly. Yeah. I guess he's starting 4th now, so we'll see whether he can get back up front.
Yeah, the 6 car did not pit in this pit stop. So we'll see what happens. The 48's trying to merge on the inside. Looks like he just does get clear of the 41. So with a new leader in the 6 car, I wonder how the 724 are actually going to do, because 24 is now 5th. 7 is obviously 4th. They're not in the lead, and we've only seen them in the lead in general, so.
Well, I know that those guys don't like to be very complacent and stay in line, so we'll see whether they actually try and get aggressive here and pull out of line. But they have the 4 on their outside at the moment, trying to be aggressive off the start.
Yeah, no help, though, unfortunately, from his Fords. But it's not much of a surprise. The 7 and 24 do actually trying to make a move right now.
On their outside.
Yeah, 3 wide for a second. But Chevys are... Oh, the 24 to 00 make a little bit of contact. But right now, this is what I was talking about earlier in the race. I was wondering if the Chevys were going to try to do something. Maybe form up together to try to pass these Fords. And that's what's happening. The Ford used the 00 to get back, but... Yeah, Chevy's on the top side, Ford's on the inside. This is what great racing is.
Oh, except the Ford leads the Fords.
That is something you don't... That's kind of shocking. I think he knew that if they were outnumbered, but they probably would have been side by side for a while if they didn't, Oh! The 4 hits the 6 car, because I don't think he knew he was clear. But the 48 still on the top side, and the 7 gets back in the lead.
Wow. That 7 car seems very, very strong tonight.
Very. That only took like a few laps. 2 laps. 24 being 3rd, but...
I will say this. It seems that he has some very, very...
41 just hit the wall. Yeah, 41 just hit the wall a little bit.
That's not good.
It is not, but he should be able to stay in the draft. I don't think he'll lose it.
I think he'll be okay. It doesn't look like he's going to lose it.
Yeah, you should not lose it. But yes, there are only 7 laps to go left in the stage. Obviously, there's not going to be pit stops. And for this... Yeah, the Ford looks like... Yeah. Yeah, the 4 guy I think got shuffled out of line. Whoa! It almost looks like the 41 might have been lacking a little bit, but I have no idea. But I'm
Either
curious.
that or he's swerving Irvin.
Yeah, he could have been trying to do his best impression of Swervin Irvin for sure. I don't think the 6 will run out of fuel. I think he has enough, but it is still kind of a curious. It's something to ponder for sure, since he was the only one that did not pit at the end of the stage.
For sure.
Yeah. Right now, everything has settled down.
I think they're just trying to log some laps at the moment.
Yeah. It's the clutch. It's nothing that big, even though the 6 and 4 both jump to the outside of the 4. Make it 3 wide? Am I seeing this right? What? And yeah, that did not work out at all.
I wonder if he tried to do that because for a little bit of payback for earlier, whenever the 6 put him, or was it the 6 that puts him down on the apron? Or was it the 4 that put the 6 down on the apron?
I think it was the 4 that put the 6 down on the apron. The 4 has been very aggressive this race. The 4 car is driven by James. I do remember that much. I mean, why wouldn't I remember this? I mean, the person has the same name as me.
But the 6 booted him.
Yeah, that was coming. But the 6 is all right. He showed that he was going to go outside. He did not though. But just like every NASCAR race, when there's not much to commentate on, we gotta commentate on something else, right? I mean, we can't just sit there watch and not saying anything. So for those who don't know, in NASCAR Heat, it's not perfect. For the last maybe 2-3 games, there is a as the 24 gets knocked out in the grass, loses the draft. Wow, that was a very interesting turn of events. I got to his stream. We'll see what happened. The 4 hit him in the apron. The 4 is not making himself to be that great of a person at all right now. That is for sure. I'm knowing the guy in the 24. I don't think he's happy.
Now here's the real big question. With them breaking up the Chevys now, and one being less, are the Fords going to be able to get to the outside and actually go around the Chevys this time around? And the 4. Oh my.
The 4 is all over the place. The Ford I don't know if he was there beforehand, but the Chevys aren't necessarily together. And to answer your question, I think the Fords can, but it's going to be very difficult too, as the 00 kind of boots the 4 outside.
Okay, so now that lines the Chevys back up on the bottom.
Yes. And it still leaves the 7 to be in the front, followed by the 48, who stay there virtually all the stage, and 00 to round that out. But what I was going to mention before was, obviously, like I said, NASCAR Heat games, it's never been perfect. Definitely far from perfect. But there is one thing that I think is worth mentioning, because we might see this come into play, and that is the bumps in this track. Now, JB, I don't know if you want to explain where they're at, or explain maybe it a little bit, best as you can, because I don't know there's much to explain, but obviously bumps play a big factor.
Yes. So, particularly on this track, it really doesn't happen at Talladega, but right there on that double yellow line, a lot of drivers like to get down as low as they possibly can, but there's some consequences with this game with doing that. There are certain bumps that you can hit, and sometimes it'll send you way up the track, and other times it just gets you squirrely loose. But all in all, it's a very dangerous game to play if you really want to ride that double yellow line, especially if you have people to your outside, because it can launch you and then just cause a massive pileup.
Yeah, one very popular bump is at the beginning of going into turn 3. That if you guys watched the Clash for the Tuesday League, you would have most definitely saw the 42 getting launched up by that very same bump when I was in second place and he was the leader. He lost the lead. I don't remember what happened after that, but it did not work out well for him. That bump will most definitely be a big factor for this race. Oh, that's the end of the stage, isn't it?
I do believe so.
Yeah, everybody slow down. That's the end of the stage. And now we'll just have to wait for the 24 to cross the start finish line, which he should have right now. Oh, the 24, looking on the, let's see here. Where's the guy at? Alright, so, I'm sorry I couldn't show this, but I saw on the stream, and it was too late. The 24 ended up going right into first gear, crossing the start finish line, and basically spun out. I wish I would have showed it to you guys, but unfortunately that is not the case. It is a rip in the chat. But that's the end of the stage.
Let's talk some power rankings here, really fast. So it seems like the 7 pretty much has this race in command, but
yes,
it seems like the 4 has been very, very aggressive, and the 6 came back from the back of the field. The 48 seems to also be a little bit strong, but the person I'm looking for right now is that 24, trying to get a little bit of redemption from that last stage. Let's see if we can get back up there and potentially pass the 7.
Yeah, I'm also curious to see how he's going to race the 4 in general, too, considering that he's the one who put him in the apron. I know these drivers have their own comms, as the 00 is doing that, his own swerve and everything. As he probably just wanted the 48 to come on the go on the inside, so Chevy's gonna be lined up together. That's my guess on that. As 48 goes up high to go side by side with the 7 car. This will be interesting to see what happens here. They're both without any help, and the 48's almost looks like he's gonna complete the pass on the 7, and he does.
Wow, that is very, very impressive.
Oh, and the 6 was the 4. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the 00 put the 6 in the wall. Oh no.
Wow. The Fords are just not playing well with each other tonight.
No, I think that cost the 6 the draft again. That's unfortunate. The 4 is back. The 6, on the other hand, has lost the draft for sure. Man.
The only way I can get back now is with a caution.
Yeah, he needs a caution. And honestly, with the aggressive driving, I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening. So I don't think you count this out yet. I don't think you count them out yet.
Nate with a little bit of a move to the outside, tucks it back down in. I don't know if he's going to be very complacent sitting there in second place. I think he wants that lead back.
I think so too. I really do. But I'm still kind of marveling at the fact that 48 pulled off the move he did. As 24 goes on the outside of 41, but he's just probably going to lose the spot to the 4 car. But yeah,
that's the tough part right now, is trying to get from that spot back up front, because you're not going to get a lot of help, I don't believe, right now.
Not unless the Chevys really did have that chemistry to help the 24 get back, because, I mean, it's just 2 Fords out here. It's not like it's 3 Fords and 3 Chevys. It's 4 Chevys and 2 Fords. So they have numbers, so if they wanted to, they probably could. But the question is, will they actually do it? As the 4 car is trying to do his own swerve and urban impression. And the 4 car goes on the outside too. I
don't believe he was going to get any help.
Yeah, he was not going to. He went to the outside. Yeah, he got shuffled out. I don't think he got booted by the 41. I think he just got shuffled out. As much drama as we're trying to create, we're at least trying to be a little bit truthful here. We're not trying to be somebody who's going to try to pit people against each other. It makes for good content, but you know, it is what it is. It definitely makes for most content. As you guys just saw, the 6 way behind there.
00 looks to be lagging back a little bit too.
Yeah,
hopefully
I think
he doesn't lose the draft.
He might have. Let's see, he's around 0.6 or 7/10, and it looks like he's dropping. I think. Oh, he just hit the wall. He's definitely dropping back now. He is going.
What?
I think the 7 got under him. I think that's why that happened. Granted, the 48 kind of left the door open for him, but still.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah. Alright, so 3 Chevys, 2 Fords. This is gonna get a little more interesting with the team thing and manufacturer alliances, and if that'll even show.
Most definitely. I wonder, will they have to pit this stage?
I will have to check, because they have 23 laps. I think the most they can have is 23 laps of fuel. I don't think they have to.
Yeah, so they have 23 laps of fuel. I think this stage is roughly 20 laps, or maybe a little less. I'm not sure. So I think they should be fine.
They should be fine, but I don't know. I think they'll be fine, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Especially if there's a caution. If there's a caution, they're probably gonna pit. I don't think anybody's gonna be staying out with how he is. Also, there is only 7 laps to go in the race. Time flies by really fast, considering even though this is just a clash, there's still only 7 laps to go in the race.
I still got the 7. I don't see anyone making a big enough a run unless all 4 of them coordinate and move together and try and pass him.
I do want to point that... Go ahead.
Although it is the 41 in second and the 24 is in third. I can see the 24 continuing to go with the 7 instead of going with the 41. So I really don't see any other or any way that the 7 could potentially lose here unless they all gang up on him.
I think it is worth mentioning as the 48 and the 4 get tangled up.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, I think he's still in the draft. I think he's still in the draft. Or no, it looks like he's not in the draft anymore. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't think he's in the draft anymore. So that is something to ponder for sure, especially if the 4 can get around the 41. Yeah. But what I was gonna mention is that the 7 car in his entirety of racing in leagues has never won a race. He's came close at the in the Sunday League. Me, him, and Trenton were in the Xfinity race, which was on Saturday. But he didn't win it. And he's not won a race before, which I'm assuming includes a clash. A win here will be monumental for him. I know he will be happy. And like I said, I know it'll be monumental. But will he be able to clutch up? Will he be able to clutch up in this race? And protect the lead?
I just say hook that bottom. Do not leave the bottom. The bottom is your best friend at the moment.
Yes. He is going to have to stay attached to that bottom lane. And he also has to hope the 24 does not get passed by the 4. And knowing the 4, he is going to be aggressive. And we are only 4 laps left into this race, guys. This is actually getting a little exciting. I'm very excited to see what happens here. Especially since in real life, you don't see a 7 car up front. Oh, the 48 just slams into the wall. Is he trying to bring out the caution? What is he trying to do?
He either gave up or tried to cause the caution, yeah. Although that would be very interesting. Because there's 2 other cars. What if they hit him?
Maybe.
That could bring out the yellow. That'd be kind of mean, but
that would be. The 48 and 00 are. Oh, the 00 just punted them into the wall, probably on purpose. Yeah, but But that did not bring out a caution. There was only 3 laps to go. I think the 48. I don't know what's happening, but
well, now they're separated, so.
They are separated, but he still has to 6, so we'll see what happens.
That is true.
Yeah. So far, with 3 laps to go, coming to 2 to go, the 7 is first, 24 is third, and I only mention that because if the 4 comes third, then I think the 4s have a better chance to win this race. If the 24 stays there, if the 24 stays third, I don't think they'll be able to have the momentum to actually get in past the 7 car. And knowing the 24 and 7 being from the Tuesday League and they're good friends, they're probably going to hook up. Because they're probably going to act like teammates in this.
Oh, they got really, really all tight together right there.
Yeah. The 00, the 48, they're not that close. But I don't think they're going to be able to bring out a caution. As we come to
Like
one lap to go, sponsored by nobody, because I don't think they have sponsors. 7 car in the lead. It's all eyes on the front pack right now, JB.
This is very,
Ooh.
very interesting. The Ford looks, we dropped the back. Oh,
The
41 and the 24 got together a little bit.
Yeah, I thought the 24 was going to move the 41 up the track from the double yellow line, but I don't think. I don't know. It almost looked like the 41 was going to do the same to the 7. The 7, as long as he blocks, he is okay.
The 41 goes to the outside. He hooks him.
Oh, he puts him in the wall. He gets the 24 in the grass. The 7 wins the race, followed by the 41 and 4. The 24 will finish 4th.
Wow.
As he spins across the line.
Wow.
Right now, the 48 in 00. The 48's gone around the 00. I don't know how that happened.
Probably put it on the wall.
Yeah, the 48 goes into the grass. I think he still finishes 5th. The 00 finished 6th, yes. By 2/10, he beats him. And the 6th one ended up finishing last in this race. That was very interesting. I don't think Nate had to block there. I will say that. I don't think he had to block. But either way, he still came up with the win.
I've never seen that kind of speed out of him before. I'm very, very impressed at how well he was able to. I mean, it was just as soon as he get out of the. I mean, I don't ever actually think he was passed. He was only passed by one other car under green, and it was the 48.
Yes.
And then he ended up passing him back and never lost the lead again. And he won both stages. What a dominant performance by that 7.
That was, yeah, he most definitely had that car. And like you said, he only got passed by one car in the whole green flag run. And that was because he had the draft, went up to move to the high side, and nobody was behind those two. So the 48 had the run. As I don't think there's a reason to be in this lobby. I'm pretty sure these guys will be leaving. But it looks like the 6 had the fastest lap, followed by the 4, the 00, 48, 5, 7, 41, and then 24. But I will say that was a very competitive race. I say that because of the aggressiveness of the 4, and the other drivers were a little bit aggressive too.
Most definitely, yes. And just all in all, even though the 7 seemed to have pretty much dominated that whole race, there was still a lot of passing and jockeying around for position, which is always good to see in a race.
Right. And considering that there's only 7 drivers in the whole field, that was a pretty good race for 7 drivers.
I agree.
And being in a plate track in which, like, we saw 3 people ended up losing the draft at the end, and there's 4 people, but they still put out a show. They really did. Like, it exceeded my expectations for only 4 people racing or being in that lead pack.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the 7 car is happy, and I don't know if the 6 and the 24 is necessarily happy with the 4. If I'm being honest with you. But yeah, I think that's it, honestly. Obviously, with you guys watching, we're not even in the lobby. We left because the race was over. But yeah, hopefully.
Also,
go ahead.
Sorry. A little extra added information. This race, the winner will get the pole for the Daytona 500. So Nate will actually start first at Jubilee next week.
Alright. That is not a surprise at all, considering that is the Clash. I wonder if the finishes probably... I would think the finishes probably represent the starting order as a whole, if I had to assume. But yeah, the 7 will probably get the start of the... Or probably, start first. in the actual Daytona 500, which will be a 50% 2 times tire wear. Same thing with the cautions, black flags. That is how it is in that league. So we're gonna try to do this every league race, or every league race that they have, which is on Thursday nights, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain Time, 6 Pacific, whatever time zone you're in. I just basically named it if you're in the United States. I do want to mention that it's going to be usually us two in the booth, quote unquote booth. Cade, who is in the 9 car in the Tuesday League, he might sometimes join us if he's able to, so sometimes there'll be 2 people, sometimes there'll be 3. So, yeah, I think with him commentating, I think the commentary would be a little different, because I think he's going to have his remarks to say, for sure. But, yeah, it would be interesting. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you'll be able to, hopefully you guys will be, man, I don't even know, honestly. I don't know. I do love commentating. Like I said, we'll be doing this right now for the season. We'll see if anything happens. But right now the plan is for the season. I do not know how long their season is, but yeah. I don't know how I don't know if they're going to be adding new drivers during the season, if that's the rule or whatever, but right now it's 10. I don't know what their cap is. If I had to assume it's 16. But I'm honestly excited once more drivers enter the league or get in these races, how competitive that will be.
Most definitely. It'll be interesting to watch.
It'll be very interesting to watch, and that'll be where we get our first taste of who really has the speed. Because we only know 3 people. We know the 7 car, 24, and the 48 from going off the numbers in this league. So we don't know the other guys at all. But yeah, like I said though, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, try to join us in the stream for that. Like I said the times before, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And yeah, hopefully we can do this for the rest of the season. And we will see you guys in the next one. Assuming, or I will end this unless JB, you have anything else to say?
I do not.
Alright. So, like I said, we will see y'all in the next stream or whatever video I might post out. So, bye guys. Hold on.